Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we're going to learn how to add Canny comments in Google Sheets. So I am an owner of a business and I'm posting content related to my business on my Canny account. So here my objective is that whenever a new comment is added on any of my posts by my customers on my Canny account, automatically a record of that comment should be created in my Google Sheets. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to simply create an automation between Canny and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect runs on two concepts, that is trigger and action. In this process, my trigger application is going to be Canny and my action application is going to be Google Sheets. So if you want to learn how to do this automation, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to add Canny comments to Google Sheets. So I'm a business owner and I'm posting the content for my business with the help of Canny. So here my objective is that whenever a comment is added to any of my posts that has been posted on Canny, automatically the details of the comment should be added into my Google Sheets. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to simply create an automation between Canny and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you are a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. Then all Pabbly apps window is going to appear in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, you click on the top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. Then a new dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a workflow name. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow as Add Canny comments in Google Sheets. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. On the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, you click on this drop down arrow. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select Canny automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to a workflow and selecting the folder, we're going to click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Add Canny comments in Google Sheets, and there are two windows in front of you. One says Trigger, another says Action. Trigger and Action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two steps. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our trigger step by clicking on this arrow right over here. And as our objective is that whenever a comment is added on any of my posts that I've posted on Canny, then what should happen is Pabbly Connect should capture the response. So for the trigger application, we are going to select it as Canny. So I'm going to select my trigger application as Canny. And for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as webhook configuration. We have set our trigger application as Canny and trigger event as webhook configuration because we want to connect Canny with Pabbly Connect. Okay, how are we going to connect that? With the help of this unique webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. So I'm going to copy this URL from here. And by following the steps given here below, we are going to connect Canny with Pabbly Connect. Okay, firstly, we have to open our Canny account. So this is my Canny account, as you can see right over here. And to connect this account with Pabbly Connect, we have to click on this profile button and then on settings. After clicking on settings, from the left side of my screen, there are multiple options from which we are going to select API. Then after clicking on API, you can see over here webhooks is provided. We are going to paste the webhook URL right over here in this bracket right over here. And then we're going to click on add right over here. As you can see right over here, the webhook is added successfully. So if I'm going to take you back to the workflow that we have created, right over here it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now what we are going to do is in our Canny account, we are going to post a dummy comment on the content that we have posted in our Canny account, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of that comment or not. For that, I'm going to open the content that I've posted on my Canny account. So as you can see, this is the one of the content that I've posted on my Canny account for my business. Okay, and we're going to add a comment on this post and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of that comment or not. So as over here you can see it says leave a comment. We're going to add a test comment right over here. So I'm going to write a test comment right over here as test comment, and then I'm going to click on submit. Over here you can see a comment is added as test comment for the username of member user right over here. So now what we are going to do is we're going to open our Pabbly Connect account and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captured the response of the comment that we have posted right now or not. For that, I'm going to open my Pabbly Connect account. I'm going to scroll down. And yes, as you can see right over here, response is captured in our Pabbly Connect for the type over here as comment created, and the comment value that the comment is test comment, as you can see right over here, for the title of the post as first post right over here, for the name of the username who have done the comment as member user, as you can see right over here. So this means that we successfully connected Canny with Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. But if over here you can see in the important note over here, you can see it says you can filter a specific event by the value of the type filter on the response data, like post created, post deleted, all this, and over you can see it says comment created, comment deleted. That means as we have set up the trigger application successfully, what is going to happen is that whenever any of the action or an event is done in our Canny account, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response on every event. So what we are going to do is, as we just want that whenever any comment is created in our Canny account, automatically then Pabbly Connect should transfer the details of that comment in a Google Sheet. So what we are going to do is, for an action step right over here, what we are going to do is we are going to add a filter by Pabbly. This is an amazing feature by Pabbly that will help us to filter some values. For the action event, I'm going to select as filter values and then I'm going to click on connect. Okay, over here you can see after clicking on connect, it is asking for select a label, filter type and the value. For selecting the label, we are going to select it as comment created that we have received right over here. For the filter type, I'm going to select it as equal to, and for the value over here, I'm going to write it as comment dot created. Comment dot created. Okay, as you can see, it says comment dot created right over here is equal to comment dot created. That means when the filter type, when the selected label that is type comment created is equal to comment created, then only this workflow is going to trigger. Okay, that is why we have applied a filter, so that whenever a comment is created, then only this workflow should work. Okay, so this is why we have added a filter. I'm going to click on save and send test request next. As you can see right over here, for the status over here, it says as success, and for the message as condition is true. That means the condition of this filter right over here is true. That is comment created is equal to comment created. That's why the status is coming as true right over here. Okay, so as we have applied a filter, we want that whenever a comment is created in our Canny account, automatically the comment details should also have a record in our Google Sheet. So what we are going to do is we're going to add another action step. I click on this plus button right over here. And for the action application, we are going to select it as Google Sheets. So I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as add new row. We are selecting our action application as Google Sheets and our action event as add new row, because whenever a new comment is posted on our Canny account, automatically the details of that comment should be transferred into the spreadsheet that we have created in our Google Sheets, and a new row of that comment should be added. That is why we selected our action application and action event as Google Sheets and add new row. Okay, after selecting the application and the event, we're going to click on connect. A new window is going to appear on which you have to click on add new connection. But if you have an existing connection, you can choose this option. Over here it says sign in with Google. We're going to click on it. A new window is going to appear on which it is asking for a permission. I'm going to click on allow, as it's a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. As you can see that we successfully authorized Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. After connecting Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, over here it is asking for us to select a spreadsheet. So I've created a spreadsheet in the name of Canny Comments. So for the spreadsheet right over here, I'm going to select it as Canny Comments. It is asking next for us to select a sheet. So I'm going to select it as Sheet 1 because I have created a single sheet in the name of Sheet 1, as you can see right over here. It is asking for the date, post title, comment and the username right over here. You can see I've created 4 fields in this spreadsheet, that is date, post title, comment and the username right over here. So these are the same fields right over here in the workflow, you can see. So for all the data of these fields, what we are going to do is, as we want that whenever a new comment is posted in our Canny account, automatically that same record should be created in our Google Sheet. So what we are going to do is, for these fields, we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this automation workflow. How are we going to do that? For that, we click on this field right over here. After clicking on this field, you can see over it says Canny webhook configuration. Okay, so this is the previous step of this automation workflow, as you can see right over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this arrow. So this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. Over here, it is asking for the date. So we're going to map the data for the date right over here. So I'm going to map the data for the date. We have received the response as as created, and as you can see for the date right over here, we have received a date format in UTC time zone format. So what we are going to do is we are going to change the format of this date into a normal date format. So how are we going to do that? For that, we have to add another action step, and for the action application, we are going to select it as date/time formatter by Pabbly. Date time formatter will help us to format the date into the specific format that we want. For the action event, I'm going to select it as format date with time zone right over here, and then we're going to click on connect. Over here it is asking for the date that has to be formatted. We are going to map the data of the date that we have received. We are going to click on this field right over here. We have to click on this arrow, and we are going to search for created right over here. So I'm going to search for created. So this is the date that we want to convert. I'm going to select this date. As I've mapped the data right over here, the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right over here is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Okay, so as we have selected the date that we want to change from a particular format to another, we have to select from format right over here. As over here the format is in a UTC time zone format, so I'm going to select this format, that is UTC time zone format, as you can see right over here. Okay, next it is asking for to format. From which format do we want to change it to? So for the format that I want to change it to is in normal format, so I'm going to select this format right over here. So this is the format that I want to change this format to. Okay, for the time zone, I'm going to leave from time zone as this right over here, and for the to time zone, I'm going to select it as Asia Kolkata. So I'm going to select the to format as Asia Kolkata right over here. Then we are going to click on save and send test request. As you can see right over here, we have received the result of the format as 04052024, that is today's date right over here. So what we have done is we have set up our datetime formatter successfully, and now what we are going to do is we are going to map the result of the datetime formatter in place of this date right over here. As I map the data right over here, the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the date right over here, the data right over here is going to be updated. Okay, next it is asking for the post title. We're going to map the data for the post title as well. So I'm going to map the data for the post title that we have received. So this is the post title. I'm going to map this data. Next it is asking for the comment that has been posted. So we are going to map the data of the comment that we have received. So this is the value right over here. I'm going to map the data of the comment right over here. Next it is asking for the username, which user have posted this comment. So we're going to map the data of the user right over here. I'm going to search for the user, and this is the user author name, so I'm going to map the data right over here. As I've completed mapping all the data, I'm going to click on save and send test request. As you can see right over here, we have received a response, and this is a positive response. Now we're going to open our Google Sheets, and we're going to check whether a new record of the comment is added to our Google Sheets or not. I'm going to open my Google Sheets, and yes, as you can see right over here, a new record of the comment that has been posted on the content is been recorded in this spreadsheet, as you can see right over here. For the date as 04052024, post title as first post, for the comment as test comment, and for the user as member user. So this means that we successfully created an automation between Canny and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. But now for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post another comment on the same post right over here, and I'm going to check whether the details of that comment is captured into our spreadsheet or not. For that, I'm going to open the content that we have posted in our Canny account. So this is another post that I've posted on my Canny account, as you can see right over here, and now we're going to add a comment to this post right over here. For that, we're going to leave a comment right over here. I'm going to leave the comment as demo comment. So this is the comment that I want to leave. Then I'm going to click on submit to post the comment. As you can see over here, a comment is created successfully. Now I'm going to open my Google Sheets, and I'm going to check whether the record of this comment is created in our Google Sheets or not. For that, I'm going to open my Google Sheets. And yes, as you can see right over here, the details of the comment is successfully added into our Google Sheets. For the date as 04052024, for the post title as second, because we have posted a comment on this post title or second right over here, for the comment as demo comment, and for the username as member user. So this means that we successfully created an automation between Canny and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I'm an owner of a business and I regularly post content on my Canny account, and my objective is that whenever a new comment is created on any of my content that I've posted on my Canny account, automatically a record of that comment should be created in my Google Sheets. For that, I've created an automation between Canny and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect, and this is how we set up an automation between these two applications. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.